Hello everybody, John here, and today onto the garage we're back with another Secrets of the XK8. This one's an odd one because it's something that shouldn't be a secret, but Jaguar were particularly poor at describing the operation of the valet system on the XK8, which was quite a sophisticated, luxurious feature at the time, and over the last 20 years or so, knowledge of it has got confused and unused. So I'm just going to look at how the valet system works, because lots of people have had either issues with it or don't know how to work it or can't disable it. Okay, so the valet system has two distinct primary methods of using it, if you like, and one of those is the button on the dashboard, valet button, which is to the right of the steering column on my right-hand drive UK spec car. And also you see we've got the remote, which we'll all be familiar with. We have the black conventional Jaguar ignition key, which operates all the doors and the trunk, etc. And something that some of us will be familiar with, and that is a green, just make sure the colour shows up, there we go, see the difference, a green Jaguar key, and that is the valet's key. So let's look at how all this lot works. First of all, if you're going to play with the valet system, you need to do two checks. One, does your remote control work? If you can't lock and unlock your car using your remote for any reason, don't mess around with the valet system, because it'll just add to your issues. And third one is, does the trunk release button work? So I'm stood round at the back, I press my release button, boot opens, shut. Next, can I use my standard ignition key to release the boot using a secret keyhole? Now, just a word of warning, my car's a little bit odd, unusual, in that the XK8 badge has been repositioned. The keyhole is here, between the X and the K. Put your key in, give it a twist. Mine is a little odd in that it's in here. That is not normal. And turn the key to the right, boot opens. If you can't open your boot using the key like that, don't mess with the valet system. Okay, so this is how the system should work. You've just pulled up at your posh nightclub or restaurant in London, and you want to give the keys to your car to a stranger. I don't understand how that works, but that's me, and I live in the sticks. Anyway, you've just got out your car, you've turned the ignition off, whatever, using your black key. Next thing you would do is you would press the valet key button. Done. What does that mean? That means now that if I was to press the button for releasing the boot, it won't work. You will be able to hear it if it opens, so nothing. It does not work. That means that the next person to get into the car won't be able to release the boot lid. Oh, okay. But that's all right, because you've given them the key so that they can start the engine, haven't you? No. In an ideal world, what you're going to do is you're going to give the valet your valet key. That valet key will open the driver's door. It will start the car. You've not given them your key fob. So I can't open the boot using that button. But but I can get all your valuables because I've got a key and I know that Jaguar has a secret keyhole. We pop round to the back, normally using that position, remember, just my car, a little odd, in there. Oh, does not work, will not turn. Oh, I'm locked out. God damn it. Right. But what I can do is put the key in the ignition and park the car. After I've parked the car, I can turn it off using my valet's key. I can lock and alarm it using the valet's key. I can go back around to the back and try to get in the boot. There is no way. So if I'm armed with a green key and that button's been pressed, the trunk is absolutely secure. Now I come back and I'm the owner. I can undo the trunk using that key. That's not a problem. However, if the doors were locked using a key, then the remote won't work. The car expects to see the key used to unlock it. And if you use the key to unlock it, then the car will chirp when opened, saying, "Show me the ignition key." You have 30 seconds to put the ignition key in the ignition and turn it to position 1 so that the card can check its transponder chip. Still nothing. If I go to the back of the car and I press the boot release, nothing. If I use the real key, opens. If I press the button again, nothing. Let's start the car with the real key. And hey presto, he says, hopefully the trunk opens. So essentially, to turn the system off, you've got to go through the normal routine of introducing the black key to the ignition, which means that the chip in it is read by the sensors in here. Start the car, that reboots the whole thing and you're back to normal. Okay, so let's take the key points, excuse the pun, and make this real simple. Pressing the valet button stops the boot from being opened in any way at all, except using the black key in the keyhole in your badge. The only way to reset that system is to use the black key to start your car. The green key only works in your ignition and door locks and won't reset the valet system. If you lock your car with a key, then you have to unlock it with a key and present the ignition barrel with the key in order to stop the alarm going off, and you get that beeping noise. Two big cautions. If you only have a green key, never ever press your valet button. You'll never be able to turn it back off. And the secret keyhole, so-called,
in the back valance is the only workaround for a car that's locked in valet system. So check that your secret keyhole works and releases the trunk right now. If it doesn't, get it fixed, because if you was to lock that accidentally using the valet system, you're not getting back in the boot without cutting a big hole in your boot lid. It's very, very secure. I'm only aware of one way of making your way into that boot without literally taking an angle grinder to the boot lid, and it's really complex. I'm prepared to share it, but I don't want you guys trying it unless you're really, really desperate. It involves a grommet in the floor, a bent tent peg, and an awful lot of patience.